Quiet luxury is just a topic that isn't going away anytime soon, is it? In a world filled with a spectrum of colors, it's undeniable that quiet luxury, often associated with neutral and subdued tones, that minimalistic chic, can sometimes be seen as monotonous and uninspiring. However, as we delve into the world of color, we can uncover the tapestry of emotions, meanings, and expressions. When it comes to discussing luxury, color often plays a crucial role in shaping our perceptions. There have been several of you commenting in my quiet luxury videos, and so far a lot of you have been celebrating the world of color and enjoying the different fun and vibrant colors, especially from different backgrounds, different cultures, different personalities, different contexts, inspirational people, places, and also artwork. Many of you expressed the desire for bold, vivid shades, recognizing their ability to evoke joy, energy, and excitement. And it just echoes a collective craving for a larger spectrum of color injected into our lives. Which brings the question, why do we express an emotion when it comes to seeing certain colors? And that's where we come on to something called color theory. Color theory serves as a foundation for understanding the psychological and emotional effects of different hues, from warm tones like red and orange, which convey passion and enthusiasm, to cool shades like blue and green, which evoke tranquility and serenity. Colors have a profound impact on our moods and perception. By embracing a broader palette, we can harness the power of color to create meaningful and memorable experiences. So I found this on Canva, and the descriptions about color and meaning is very interesting. And you can click on the various different colors to see what the meanings are. And then there is an interesting paper about color and how it's associated with emotions, especially when looking into the effects of the hue, brightness, and saturation, and how it can all affect our emotional response. Concerning physiological measures of color-induced emotion, researchers focus on the effect of hue and arousal. For example, the skin conductance level was reported to be higher and the skin conductor's response to be stronger when viewing red compared to blue or green stimuli. And it also says red light was reported to evoke higher cortical arousal measured by EEG than blue and green light. And when we look at this graph of figure 3, it shows the average arousal ratings, and it shows that it's higher in red, and also they mention about the higher saturation levels as well as the higher brightness that leads to higher arousal levels. So it does push a stronger stimuli into us. And then when we look at figure 6, it shows a gray stimuli. It causes a short-term heart rate deceleration, whereas if you have chromatic stimuli such as blue, green, and red, it just evokes a higher heart rate. So how does this all impact us in our everyday lives? So the first thing that comes to mind is when we watch movies. And when it comes to an example, when you watch movies associated with the place Mexico, why is it always so orange? Hint, hint, I might have been thinking this because I've been watching a lot of Breaking Bad again. Or when you think of London, it's always this blue-grey type of hue. And how does that make you feel? Movies exemplify the transformative potential of colors. Filmmakers meticulously use color palettes to convey emotions, establish atmospheres, and tell stories. From the vibrant reds and orange in a sunset scene, symbolizing passion and warmth, to the soft blues and purples of the calm night sky, reflecting tranquility and mystery, color enhances the visual narrative and captures our attention. The power of color in film demonstrates its ability to evoke emotions and immerse us into compelling worlds. Another thing where color impacts our everyday lives is in our everyday signs like the traffic lights and our association of what red and green mean. Red is universally associated with caution and danger, urging us to stop and exercise caution. On the other hand, green signals safety and permission to proceed. These color choices are not accidental. They tap into the ingrained psychological responses we have to specific hues, further emphasizing the profound impact of color that it has on our actions and decisions. Which then leads me to think, is green meaning always good, and is red always meaning bad? So what are the good colors and the bad colors. Colors are often laden with cultural, historical, and personal meanings. For our society has certain collective understandings of what is deemed to be a good color. Personal preferences and cultural influences shape our perceptions. Beauty is subjective, and our individual perceptions of color reflect our unique experiences and perspectives. What may be perceived as a good color in one context may be perceived as a bad color in another, which is why whether something is a good color or a bad color is pretty subjective. So if it's that subjective and malleable, it basically means that it allows us to be free and just find colors that resemble you and what embraces your personality. Red can mean love and passion, but it can also represent anger. Blue is often associated with trust, loyalty, but it can also resemble sadness. Then there is yellow, which can represent happiness, joy, but then it can also represent caution. And in a similar way with beige and greys in quiet luxury, it can be associated with calmness, relaxation, timelessness, but it can also be classified as boring. So on the canvas side, we can see the beige color and the description. Beige has the warmth of the brown and the light crispiness of the white. While considered somewhat a boring color, it's also calm, relaxing, and dependable. And then with gray, it's a mixture of black and white. It's timeless and versatile, making a great partner to a wide variety of colors. It's associated with cloudy days, and as a result, it's not the cheeriest color. So there you go. There's a little bit of both sides to even the quiet luxury colors. There is a good but also a bad color associated with the same color. And I'm just brushing the surface of what color theory is, and especially how it affects emotion and how colors can just convey a message without even saying anything. I think there is another aspect of color and how it relates to our personal style, where they categorize color palettes into seasons paired with varying saturations and brightnesses, and brightness. And this is called color matching. And it's popularized so much over Asia to find the perfect colors that suit their natural complexion, facial features such as eye and hair color. And what they do is layer all of the varying shades of fabric to see what complements your natural colors to make your skin glow and I guess see that sparkle. And I think it's a wonderful way to find your color palette, see what suits you, what complements you, and what makes you feel most confident. And it just makes it so much easier for when you want to go shopping and know what kind of colors would suit you. But with each seasonal color palette, they all have neutral colors as well as the brighter fun colors to complement the varying skin tone and palettes. And when it comes to building your wardrobes from color palettes, I do think it's a way for you to explore a modern timeless look, but also have the variety of having the bold fun colors too. So to me, I find that is actually a really nice thing to explore, and especially let those who haven't really dabbled around much in their wardrobe in either of the color ranges and just explore what they feel most comfortable in. Now, I've never done this myself. Personally, I've just gone out shopping a lot and I always try on a bit of everything. Even if I don't think it might suit me, I'll just try it on and see what happens. And I usually just keep trying things on until I get that same glow to my skin whenever I put an item of clothing on. But I also do want to try color matching as well. So if you know anyone in London that can do this, then do let me know in the comments down below. So just to wrap this up, in my eyes, quiet luxury in terms of colors may or may not be a style that is confined to being just beige and neutral tones. It's a little bit of a confusing one, even though I've spoken about this topic many times. But whether quiet luxury is about the color palette or not, it's really down to you whether you are going to find your color palette that suits you and what makes you feel most confident. So my question to you is, do you think quiet luxury is beige and boring? Or do you actually think that quiet luxury isn't confined to this color palette at all, but it's rather about the subtlety of not being logo mania? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed today's video, then check out my next video about things made in China. Is it a luxury anymore? So click over here and I will see you there. Bye.